Michael Jackson released 10 studio albums in his lifetime, from his childhood Motown days to his world-conquering pop classics. The king of pop left behind a truly fantastic music legacy, and his songs live on since his death in 2009. But what are his greatest ever albums? Here's his very best in order. Number 10. Music and Me. Not a bad album by any means, but Michael Jackson's third solo album came at a tricky period of his career. His voice was changing as he was hitting puberty, and while it was a more mature record, Motown wouldn't allow him to include his own compositions yet, like his heroes Stevie Wonder and Marvin Gaye. Best songs from this album are With a Child's Heart and Happy. Number 9. Forever, Michael. This would be Michael's final album with Motown before he and his brothers quit for CBS Records. It saw Michael take on a more soulful sound as he grew into his teens, but he was still being throttled creatively when he must have been bursting at the seams. Best songs from this album are One Day in Your Life and Dear Michael. Number 8. Ben. Michael's second solo album, and his second in 1972, was the last before his voice started to deepen, and so still had that classic Jackson 5 style to it. Perhaps a strange title choice, choosing the title of the song Ben, which has been nominated for an Oscar. Best songs from this album are Ben, Shooby Dooby Doo Day, and My Girl. Number 7. Got to Be There. Michael was only about 12 years old when he recorded his debut solo album while still in the Jackson 5. Yet you could tell from his voice what a talent he was, and he could manage it on his own. It's a slick production, and his best from his early Motown years. Best songs from this album are Rockin' Robin, Got to Be There, and Ain't No Sunshine. Number 6. Invincible. Invincible gets an undeserved bad rap. It's only this low because of just how good the other 5 albums were. While it only spawned a couple of singles and it came out during a difficult time for Michael, both professionally and personally, as an album it's an underrated pop record from the early 2000s. Best songs from this album are You Rock My World, Cry, Butterflies, and Break of Dawn. Number 5. Dangerous. For his first album of the 1990s, Michael took on the new Jack swing style that was in vogue, and made it sound incredibly slick and powerful. While some of it may sound a bit dated in comparison to his other albums, you still can't deny its place in pop history. Best songs from this album are Remember the Time, Black or White, Gone Too Soon, Will You Be There, Heal the World, Jam, and Dangerous. Number 4. History, Past, Present, and Future, Book 1. Michael went all out for this album, releasing a double record. One was the Greatest Hits collection, while the other was a brand new studio album. We're not sure what happened to Book 2 though, taking just the new album on its own, and was a brilliant LP in its own right, spawning several massive singles and creating a rather angry collection that's perhaps his most personal ever. Best songs from this album are Earth Song, You Are Not Alone, Scream, They Don't Care About Us, and Stranger in Moscow. Number 3. Off the Wall. Michael left Motown and was finally let loose on his first album with Epic Records, alongside Quincy Jones as co-producer. Focusing on a sophisticated disco R&B sound that has never dated, Michael instantly showed the world what an incredibly talented person he was, with irresistible pop masterpieces. Best songs from this album are Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, Rock With You, and Off the Wall. Number 2. Thriller. Just Pip to the Post is the world's best-selling album of all time and its utter pop brilliance. This was the album where the world stopped and realized that Michael Jackson is the greatest pop star on the planet. Not so much an album with a general theme, but rather its own greatest hits compilation of banger after banger. Best songs from this album are Beat It, Thriller, Billie Jean, Wanna Be Startin' Something, Human Nature, and Pretty Young Thing. Number 1. Bad. How the hell can anyone beat Thriller? Oh, just make an album that's even better, that's all. Bad just beats Thriller to our top spot, because it not only has as many classic hits on one collection, but as a whole it all fits together just that little bit better. In the 5 years between albums, Michael's life had totally transformed, and he proved that he wasn't just a flash in the pan. An entertainer at his absolute peak. Best songs from this album are Bad, The Way You Make Me Feel, Liberian Girl, Another Part of Me, Leave Me Alone, Man in the Mirror, I Just Can't Stop Loving You, Dirty Diana, and Smooth Criminal. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what's your top 3 favorite Michael Jackson albums.